bumper cars, coastlines, and the edge of flight. An SNL-style collision of comedy, ego, and ascension. The dream. I am in the middle of what feels like a Saturday Night Live sketch, riding on the back, or possibly the roof, of a small car as the cast drives around like bumper cars in a playful swirl of chaos. When the sketch ends, the car rolls into a lively Mexican restaurant, where I overhear one of the actors discussing graffiti, numbers like 00880. He mentions that the restaurant owner may have added them as an expression of appreciation for something he once did, even though he never thought it was important. I slip out through the restaurant alley, trying to find my way back. I'm supposed to meet up with a friend from high school, but he's very drunk and keeps colliding with the wall as he attempts to run. I remain steady, walking briskly, well-dressed, sober. A moment later, I pass an acquaintance from high school walking with her boyfriend. She unexpectedly gives me a warm hug, and the motion causes the boyfriend to drop his cigarette. I ask if he wants it back and hand it to him. As we walk, I give her a quick kiss on the cheek, just a playful response to her hug. But the boyfriend tenses, radiating that familiar defensive, macho posturing. She reassures him I'm sober, and I reinforce that the gesture was lighthearted. The neighborhood is filled with brightly colored plants, almost tropical, and I'm reminded of a Hawaiian coastline that I feel I've visited in a previous dream. I suggest heading toward that coast. We're standing at a 40-foot ledge overlooking water that flows beneath a bridge or tunnel. I walk right to the edge and leap, intending to fly or float over the water. My necklace hangs straight down into my face as I dive, but I am too heavy. I can't fully lift. My waist and legs sink into the water. I try again, pushing off the rocks for footing, but slip back into the water before attempting to climb out on the far side. A group of others, including the drunk friend, gathers along the rocky section, watching. Raise the vibration interpretation? The dream weaves comedy, interpersonal tension, and spiritual aspiration into a single vibrational arc. Each scene reflects a layer of frequency, beginning with humor, moving through ego entanglement, and rising toward an attempted transcendence. For one, comedy as frequency modulation. The SNL-style bumper car sketch introduces a field of playful chaos. Humor appears here as a natural vibrational clearing mechanism, an energetic loosening before deeper themes emerge. 2. Ego collisions as remnants of lower patterns. The boyfriend's defensive posturing reflects outdated relational dynamics associated with insecurity, ownership, and imagined threats. The dreamer remains grounded and steady in contrast, illustrating a clear differentiation between reactive ego patterns and calmer, more regulated awareness. 3. The tropical neighborhood as a vibrational uplift. The vividly colored plants and Hawaiian-like coastline serve as sensory markers of heightened frequency. These landscapes in the dreamer's symbolic world often appear during periods of spiritual expansion or emotional clarity. 4. The leap and the lesson of density. The dream's central moment, the leap from the ledge, is an image of willing ascent. The dive, posture, and intention all point toward transcendence. Yet, the body carries density that pulls it toward the water. This mixture of lift and weight illustrates a transitional stage, a merging capability paired with residual heaviness that has not yet been released. The soaking, slipping, and repeated attempts to fly or climb out mark the practice phase of transformation, where aspiration meets the reality of what still needs to be let go. 5. Witnesses as collective resonance. The gathering spectators along the rocks symbolize the way personal transformation is often observed by others, even unintentionally. The dream suggests that individual leaps toward higher vibration have ripple effects, influencing the energetic field of the surrounding group. A DJ dreamy spin? The part that stood out the most wasn't the kiss. It was the ridiculous little love triangle tension with the boyfriend. Those protective, ego-driven postures always feel unnecessary to me. There's no harm done, but the macho persona shows up anyway, and suddenly everything shifts into drama mode. It feels outdated, like a frequency the collective is outgrowing. This dream highlighted how often ego tries pulling everyone into its density, and how much lighter it feels to stay clear, steady, and uninterested in stepping into someone else's insecurity. Questions to raise your vibration. Where in life does heaviness, emotional density, or someone else's ego make it difficult to rise? And what energy would need to be released for lift to become natural? What leap off the ledge is calling in your own life? And what would it look like to approach that leap with steadiness rather than fear or hesitation?